What's going on, my fourth travelers and protectors, humans, aliens, inklings, cartoon characters, and animatronics alike? My name is Dream and Luigi, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. Two people went nuts in the comments. So, I might as well just continue this, because... Oh, God. Anyway. In the last episode, we just started this, and... let's just go forward. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, but generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Oh, hi. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure to be meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? Who? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, gee man, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of... Oh my good lord. Not even gonna say it. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki? The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with the people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet you both. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, G-Man. Yep. Monica why am I doing this to myself? We do know each other. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Wow. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? I'll pass. I don't like tea. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I sit next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Okay. Ah, little cats! The whiskers are drawn with Ice King. Ice King, yes! Ice King from Adventure Time is in here somewhere. No. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. Okay, I will admit that is pretty cute. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica, and then... I'm not going to read all the text because, honestly, it's just making me feel so uncomfortable. Wow. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. really good. My sister, who just moved out, if you guys have seen my vlog, she's like a cupcake making master. You have no idea. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this summer before? Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. Sayori did say, well, maybe! But not for you. But not for, you, dummy. Why do you remind me of someone from Yandere Simulator? I can't remember her name at the moment. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down a teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Well, considering I hate tea, not really. I guess. You are not me, sir. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not insulted. Yuri looks horrible. I meant that, I believe you, don't worry. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. You're still not me, good sir. Well, I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me that I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seems really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. Well, we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I dare not say your name because I know what you do. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Alright then. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity about how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. So I could have just made a gaming club in high school and not even known about it. God dang it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Right. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club then. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. I mean, if you did gaming club, then you would have had like 500 members already. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. So I'm neither of those things. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yep. We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. I don't like where this is going. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. My God. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why we're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, what kind of things do you like to read? Just the usual. I'm sorry, I had to do that. Oh god. There we go. Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Hey, Puppet, this is gonna be right up your alley. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she kept quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyways, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. Oh, God. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. So, pretty much Legend of Zelda. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story is such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. That's pretty much me, but with video games. And pretty much half the world, to be honest. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. This horror? God dang it. There we go. I read a horror book once. Going again! This horror? I desperately grasp something that I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. That's true. I mean, I immerse myself in the books all the time. At least when I read them, anyway. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. You, ma'am, are not a Five Nights at Freddy's fan, then. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as... Not saying that, no. Say... Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eye. How did the other YouTubers make this look so easy? This is absolute torment for me, like... You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. It was at this moment Yuri knew she fucked up. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. That's basically free time for me in a nutshell. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we can all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right? Hold on, there's still one problem. Huh? What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train. Yeah, I wouldn't blame you if your train of thought literally had you looking at these. 4. All 4 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry. I thought. You all. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with the. No! Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. But one by one. Yay! Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Stop looking at me! I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? For the record, people, my skills are not mediocre. You should see the stories I make on Google Documents. Some of them are pretty creative. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 4 girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow close. Oh my god, no. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Oh, whoa, what the? It's time to write a poem. Pick words that you think your favorite club members will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Ooh. Ooh. Playground. Childhood. Destiny. Extraordinary. Universe. Ooh, this is actually pretty cool. Time or space. Who likes it? Who doesn't like a good ambience in a story? Starscape. Excitement. Judgment. Okay. I think this little character of Yuri's jumped more than any of them. But where's Monica's little thingy at? Usually, isn't there usually one for Monica? Since there's other two. Anyway. Philosophy. Why not? Promise. Unrestrained. Ooh. Well, since I'm wearing them. Who doesn't like a good landscape poem? Portrait. Games. And there. Oh wait, there's one more. Fun. Yeah. Oh, hi. Alright, well, since we made a poem, and we basically went through the first day of Literature Club, I think we're going to end it off here. So, thank you all for watching. Subscribe if you liked it. Blast the like button. Share with your friends, your family, your cats, your dogs. Anyone you know, anyone you like. Share with them so they can see the amazing content I upload here. Hit the bell to be notified when your 4th Protectors at work. And as always, I'll see you all in the next video. Stay weirder!